For our 12 days of hidden gems, we're taking a look here at the Wellograph Wellness Watch. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, Daniel Rubino here, Windows Central, and I got the Wellograph Wellness Watch, which is, that's a lot of W's to say right there. Anyways, I want to give you guys a quick look at it. As you can see, it is a rather thick device, but we are talking about what is supposed to be a high-end quality smartwatch that can also double as a fitness tracker, and it does that job pretty well. It's definitely one of the more interesting devices, and it runs for about $299 right now. You can pick it up at the Microsoft Store, Amazon, and Best Buy, so you can have your choice right there. And of course, its claim to fame is going to be that it's a 3-lead heart rate monitor, and also has a magnetic charger there that comes with the base station. Anyway, you put it on just like a regular watch. Now, why is it $299, you may be asking yourself, which is a very good question. It's because it comes with a quality leather band, as you can see here, and more importantly, it has this very high-end sapphire glass on top. What that basically means is this is like one of the toughest materials around. You should be able to bang this into like a steel corner and not ding or scratch or crack it. And that's actually really important because, as we've seen with some other trackers before, they're not quite as resilient. This is also meant to look really good when you dress up. Of course, I'm not really dressed up today, but you know, you can wear this with a suit and a tie and basically not feel like a total fitness nerd. And you can actually change the faces of the watch here. So you have this nice digital one, you have this layout, and you have that one too. So you can basically choose how you want it to look. You also have this nice Windows Phone app, because what would this be without a Windows Phone app? Now, I've used this also on iOS just to compare it, and I have to say they're almost exactly the same. So kudos to Wellograph for doing that. The app actually gets pretty high reviews. Now, this whole Wellograph thing is pretty interesting. It's a limited device in the sense that it does do heart rate tracking, and then of course you can drill down into that and get more information. It also does activity here, which is, of course, it's basically a pedometer, so it's going to measure your footsteps, and it does that well and gives you all this information. You can also go back into history and see what your previous stuff was, and there are sessions too. So a session is basically, you can set the stopwatch on this, and so you can cycle through the different you have your activities, you have your pulse, which is a little low. That's because I have this actually a little bit looser than it should be. You can also cycle through your session here, so you can basically use this as a stopwatch, go running, and it'll measure everything. And then, of course, you can go into settings. Battery life is supposed to be about 5 to 7 days, and for my usage, that's actually pretty accurate. It gets very high battery life. But how it does that is interesting. It basically disconnects from Bluetooth, so you can basically you'd have to sync this each time. So it doesn't do the full syncing that say a Fitbit does, but you get that 5 to 7 days battery life as a result. So you also get a live tile with it, and since it's kind of early in the day, I haven't walked much, but you can see the live tile there shows your steps as a counter, and it's a pretty cool tool as well, and it separates it obviously from the iOS version and Android. Overall though, it's a great device. It is a rather thick device, but it actually feels pretty good on the wrist because it's curved there at the bottom, as you can see, and so it actually fits well. It looks great too, and that's really the big selling point here. This is a fitness tracker for the fashion conscious and those who want to still dress up but, you know, measure their heart rate. Let's see if that came on finally, by the way. It's still a little bit too low. Oh, there it goes. You can see it on my wrist there. And you can see my resting. It was actually a little bit high there at 120, but it should be picking it up in a little bit. Overall, though, a very unique device. The Wellograph, like I said, you can go down to Best Buy, check it out, order it from Amazon or the Microsoft Store. It goes for $299, and the app itself works very well, although it doesn't do continuous syncing. Of course, that's not a Windows Phone thing. That's just a Wellograph thing. That's just the way they chose to set up the firmware on this device. Head to Windows Central for more information. Check out our other hidden gems. Take care, everybody.